One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Let's see what he can do with the return.
And I just love the effort by the coverage unit on this one. Everybody winning their one-on-one battles, converging on the football, and getting the kick return to the ground.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Canes send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the back. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Stewart. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Quick strike complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Gamecocks! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Big, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
On the move to his left. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
He leaves it with his back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They boot it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Booker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Hurricanes are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Canes moving quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Lyle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Miami! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Extending the play. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions.
Going to take a shot. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the play in the backfield again. And the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Wants to go up top on first down. Bring in the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for second down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He uncorks one deep. That one will be in incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a man on the right. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And this one is perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Took a shot as he threw.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Steps away. Unleashes one. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, that is a big play offensively to make that catch off the deflection because it gives them the first down. It keeps the chains moving. Remember, they're in their own end of the field here. If they don't make that play, they've got a punt, and they've set their opponent up with great field position.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Here's a heat. Using his legs to buy some time. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Wouldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State.
Touchdown Hurricanes! Special teams proving to be special. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw at Simpson. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Stewart. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Okay,
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback will keep it. He breaks a tackle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Oh, the attempt is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll give it to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Out of the gun, the inside kid. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Had to throw it before he wanted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off-play action on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Right on target this time. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Snap to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Caves! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit, because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. He's at the top, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play?
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. To the air, it's Simpson. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to...
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incomplete.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Another incompletion on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He slings it deep to the left. Touchdown, Gamecock! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air, it's Chadwick. He's taking a deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 21 to Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Got room to work. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. Gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snags it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the beatdown has ensued.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Carr. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to
send it downfield. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.